You know what we like to do here on Pretending to Be on TV?
There are a number of things we like to do.
Yeah, well, you know what? One of the things that we like to do that actually the audience seems to enjoy as well?
What's that?
There's fewer of those. We like to give the audience advice, help them out.
Yes.
And I thought, you know, it's warmer weather. Last weekend was Memorial Day. A lot of barbecues. Did you have a barbecue?
I did not.
Well,
I do not have a yard.
Anybody in the audience barbecue for Memorial Day? Yeah. I did. It's American pastime.
That it is.
It's a lot of fun to do.
Yes, it is.
But what I want is I want to make sure that our audience does it well.
Okay, that's
Not
fair
just
enough.
I want them to have the best summer barbecues.
Okay.
So what I've compiled some advice from myself and my writing staff on how you, the audience, can have the greatest summer barbecues of your life in our segment, Pro Tips.
Once the steak is trimmed, it's time to add the magic ingredient.
Pro Tips, the magic ingredient for any summer barbecue.
Agreed?
Here's the first one. Rain can ruin an outdoor barbecue, so have an alternate date set in case of inclement weather, or just do what we do on the show, sacrifice a goat to the mighty sky gods. Then it won't rain when you have an important thing to do that day, like a show,
Oh, yeah.
or a baseball game, or a barbecue. Did you remember to sacrifice the goat?
Ah! That was my problem.
That's why it rains. Curse you, Pat Jansen. You've infuriated the sky. Pro tip, don't just offer burgers and hot dogs. Try something more exotic. Soylent Green can make a lively addition to any barbecue.
You just smoked out the nerds.
Yeah. Up next, this is, a lot of these are silly. This is just good, wholesome advice that you guys should really listen to. 2 words, Peeps S'mores. You're welcome. Delicious. Try them out. If the store wasn't closed, you can pick them up on your way. Just come back next week. It'll change your life. That joke unofficially sponsored by Just Born. If at your barbecue, one of your guests asks if you ask your guests how they'd like their meat and they answer well done, be sure to thank them for the compliment and then give them a medium steak, like grown-ups eat. Like well done. It just tastes like you're eating the charcoal.
It's true.
It's gross.
There's nothing else to add?
Right. I don't know why I seem to be blaming you for every well done thing I've ever eaten. Pro tip, if you run out of lighter fluid, jokes submitted by your writing staff makes a great fire starter.
You wrote that one.
Yep. After burning all the ones you guys made. If you're buying a new grill, do some research. And a great way, this is how I do it. Watch all 14 seasons of King of the Hill on Netflix, and then you can learn all about propane and propane accessories. And lastly, pro tip, crazy relatives. You have crazy relatives?
All sorts of them.
In Nebraska, I met some of your crazy relatives.
Yes, you did.
I think everybody has crazy relatives. The problem is summer barbecues tend to bring them out. So here we go. Pro tip, deal with your crazy relatives by making crazy relative bingo cards. As you can see here. We made an example. So what you do is you hand them out when everybody gets to your barbecue, except for the crazy person, unless they're crazy enough to not realize that the card is about them, and then you can get away with it. And you just check off, like if they, for example, fall asleep or say something racist. You make a game out of it, and then instead of rolling your eyes every time they say something, you're golden. It's a lot of fun.
I think when we did our shows in Nebraska, I'm 1 corner away from getting bingo, just from that trip.
We'll have to go back, because I think most of that bottom row was cleared on the first day. Well, that's Pro Tips.
Yeah.